Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Crypto Marco yet again with another awesome video on the topic of cryptocurrencies. And today, 6 essential rules for investing in cryptocurrencies. We had a small correction recently, and I think that many people didn't apply important rules for investing into cryptocurrencies, and that's why I want to talk about this. Before I get into that, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed the content and comment down below, because among everybody commenting, I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin. So let's go, and keep in mind that this is a personal opinion and not financial advice. So first of all, first learn and then trade, not the opposite. So cryptocurrencies enjoy a great hype. Many people see how the Bitcoin price is rising, and that's of course causing a lot of attention for cryptocurrencies. And people think that it is just a gold digger kind of, not gold digger, but gold rush. And everybody wants to participate, and everybody wants to invest instead of learning how to invest or learning how to trade, and then trade or invest. What most do is first they trade or invest and then they learn because they get their hands burned. So definitely view trader as a real job. Before doctors can operate, they need to go to medical school. Before lawyers can defend somebody, they need to go to law school. And similarly, before you become a full-time trader, learn how trading works. It's that easy. View it as a full-time job. Definitely educate yourself from books, blogs, or YouTube. I mean, we live in the 21st century. There are a lot of amazing things that you can learn in the internet, especially when it comes to trading. Like, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people who want to teach you how to trade. It basically, you don't need fancy courses. You only need to know the basics. Buy cheap, buy low, sell high, don't get emotional. That's already, in my opinion, 90% of it. Like, you can do fancy chart analysis. You can do, you can look at some tricky indicators. You can use leverage. But the most important thing is really, in my opinion, don't get emotional, and sell high, buy low, and don't take any loans for your investment. Like, don't get greedy. But that's something that we're going to get into later. And if you're looking for a start, I would recommend to you the book Trading for a Living, which teaches you a lot of psychology of trading. So if you want to get into that, you can buy the book on Amazon. But the next thing is set up a budget and don't go over it. So get an overview of your income. For example, how much do you earn with your job? Maybe you have, like, I don't know, some real estate that you're renting out. Maybe you had child support or welfare, I don't know. Basically get an overview over your financial situation, and then calculate how much do you need for a living. Electricity, food, rent, internet, cell phone, stuff like that, stuff that's really essential. Gym membership also, in my opinion. And then you can see then you can actually make a plan for your budget, and then don't invest more money that you can't afford to lose. Many people, like, for example, as you know, BitConnect quit their lending services, and many people took loans or invested their savings into the service, and now they are, their lives are destroyed. And of course, I can understand if they're looking for somebody to blame and looking at YouTubers or BitConnect itself. But at the end of the day, guys, if you don't invest money if you only invest money that you can't afford to lose and it's gone, then your life won't be in vain. So be very, very careful when it comes to investing, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. And then you'll never get angry or frustrated when you lose something. Don't touch rent money, savings, or food money, and so on. Do not go to the bank and take a loan. Only thing where I would say getting a loan is a good idea is if you have a brilliant mindset and a brilliant idea for a company. You see a demand and you just need some capital to invest so you can get the company started. Then I would say taking a loan is a good idea, but that's a very individual decision and not something that you can decide over a YouTube video. If you want to invest more, try to cut costs or earn more money. maybe even, I don't know, move to your parents. If you're 50 years old, it doesn't matter. The market doesn't care. Like, it's just about the logic behind it and the principle. If you're really frustrated you can't invest money into cryptocurrencies, then maybe there is no other option for you than to cut costs, or to maybe work a little bit more so you can invest more. But again, that's something everybody has to decide individually for himself. And guys, don't get greedy. It's so easy to view at the coin, take a look at the coin market cap and be like, oh my god, this is so amazing, I want to get involved with it too. And then you invest, and you want to invest more, and it feels good. It's like gambling, and you get so greedy, you want to invest so much. And don't get me wrong, guys, I'm also guilty of this. I also, from time to time, I mean, I do have my emotions in check when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but sometimes I also have the feeling like getting kind of greedy here. So don't go overboard with your investing. Really try to take out as much emotions as possible, and don't get emotional. That's the next thing. The market does not care about your emotions, so sometimes you'll invest into something and be like, this just has to work, I put in so much effort into this, and this is really my last chance to make a win. This has to work. God, I'm begging you. You start to pray to God, and the market basically does not give a single fuck about your emotions. The market goes on and doesn't care about anybody's emotion. The market only knows supply and demand. Make a plan and stick to it, and where your emotions get a hold of you, don't go overboard. Elite traders who have a portfolio, or for example 200 million, they don't think of their money as like in dollars. They only think as in percent. So when they're doing a trade, they make a trade so that they can only lose like 1% of their money, and 1% for them would be 2 million. So imagine you go home and you have lost 2 million, so you will go nuts. So they only think a percent, and if they make like 10 or 20% in a year, that's amazing for them. And people in cryptocurrency space are complaining when they only double their money, while doubling your money is just amazing, an amazing thing to do. So just because some Bitcoin, some people who bought Bitcoin a few years ago now quadrupled their money, doesn't have to mean that everything goes for you. I mean, if you invest in cryptocurrencies and you only make 10%, I think that's amazing. That definitely is something you should be grateful for. And definitely view every trade as a learning experience. Don't get angry when something doesn't go right. Rather, look at the trade and be like, oh, that's something that I learned from. If you made a loss, view it as a lesson. If you made a win, view that as a lesson. So don't get emotional and be very objective when it comes to stuff like that. And something that you just have to trust the process. So the longer you stay in the game, the less emotional you get. I often see great coins pop up, and I'm like, oh, I want to buy into it, and I feel the FOMO. I also feel the FOMO, guys, just like everybody else. But I know that if I buy into the FOMO, I will be super pissed at myself later. So that's why I don't do it. And many times, I mean, I did buy into the FOMO when I was younger. But now that I'm more experienced, I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen when I buy into the FOMO. The coin will drop. I'll be pissed at myself. So the longer you are in the game, basically, the less emotionally you get. It's something that comes with experience. And when the markets go up, everybody is in euphoria. When the markets go down, everybody's in a depression and looking for people to blame. But guys, when I make a loss, when I invest money into something that didn't go well, I'm not blaming anybody else. I'm like, this is my fault and only my fault. When I have a problem somewhere in my life and I can't solve it, I'm not pointing fingers towards somebody else. I'm like, mini me. I have to get bigger. I have to get more resilient when it comes to stuff like that. So keep in mind that when the markets go up like they used to in December, everybody wants to invest. Everybody's euphoric, and now simply it's in cryptocurrencies. Like whenever the markets go down, people think that trees grow like until like to the sky, and that's not the case. So you have to know when to buy. And something that Warren Buffett said, one of my favorite all-time quotes: be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. So basically, yesterday and the day before that, we were at the peak of the little correction. So the market cap was at 430 billion. And that was a great buying opportunity to get into the market, because we'll take a look at the market cap later. Most coins have gone up since then. And that's what I said in my video, that I won't panic over this fact. I will view this as a great buying opportunity. Be aware of the risk. So we are our own banks, guys. This is something that people got so frustrated with in 2008. Stupid bank, lost my money. And now you are your own bank. So you have to be responsible with all your money, all your cryptocurrencies. Use hardware wallets if you have a lot of cryptocurrencies. Don't leave them at exchanges. Even the biggest exchanges aren't immune to hacking attacks. Don't save recovery phrases on your PC. Write them down on a piece of paper to make it as hard as possible for hackers to hack you. And cryptocurrencies are extremely volatile, guys. Keep that in mind, that they can go up by a lot, but they also can go down by a lot. And just like in any other market, emotions dictate what's going on in the market. And as I said earlier, focus on the process, not the result. There's still a huge lack of regulations, very important, especially when it comes to ICOs. So as you know, guys, an IPO, so initial paper offering for a company to get listed on a stock exchange, they have to go to so much bureaucracy, and they have to take into consideration so many regulations. And with ICOs, you set up an internet account, like a website, a wallet, and then people literally throw money at you at the moment. And there's nobody from stopping these companies from doing fraudulent stuff. So keep in mind that the only thing that you can trust in when it comes to ICOs is your intuition. So if you invest heavily into an ICO and the company doesn't do well, or the project doesn't get released, maybe in the worst case it's a scam, that's also, in my opinion, your own fault, because it's a very risky thing to invest in, and there are not a lot of regulations when it comes to ICOs. Do your own research, only trust facts that you have checked yourself. Be very thorough when it comes to that. View crypto content as opinions, not as financial advice, something I say in almost every video. And focus on the important things in life. So there's not only cryptocurrencies. If things don't go well in your life, focus on what you have. Be thankful for what you have. This is something that doesn't have to do anything with cryptocurrencies, but I think it's very important to note. Be thankful for your family and for your friends, loved ones, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, that you're healthy. So many people who are very ill, who can't walk or talk or see or hear, would kill to have the health that you have. So be fucking thankful for that, please. Be thankful that you're probably living in freedom. So if you're viewing this video, you're probably living in a privileged world. You have a PC, you have internet, you have electricity. Just imagine the world we were living in only 100 years ago, 200, 300 years ago. So totally different than we have now. We have so many things that are just in our modern society that, of course, there are a lot of problems, but the health system is getting better and better. Less people die from famines and stuff like that. So we really live in a world of abundance, independence, abundance, and yeah, guys, just the basic fact that when you want to travel somewhere, you can get into a plane and go there. When you need information, just type it into the internet. So these are things that even kings 500 years ago did not have. So we're living in a very abundant world. Just the media is trying to make us feel really bad and focus us on the negative stuff. So don't fall for that trap. And thank you so much for your attention. Keep in mind to invest responsibly. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and comment with your Litecoin address down below, because among everybody commenting, I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video. Hit that notification bell and share the video with friends and family. So they learn a few lessons here and there. And now, guys, let's check out the CoinMarketCap. As you can see, only 2 days ago, we were at 430 billion. And as you can see, oh man, are we bouncing back? So it's looking good currently. And guys, I told you when we were here, I told you this is a great buying opportunity, in my opinion, to invest in some nice coins. And as you can see, it definitely is. Most of the coins are going up like crazy. Especially Ripple is a good example for me, because Ripple shot up like crazy, then went down like crazy. And I said yesterday that Ripple was at an amazing buying opportunity, even less than $1. And now look at how much Ripple is doing. So even if you invest like $100, you make $50 in a day. So why the fuck not, guys? See, you can buy Ripple in all of these different markets. So as you can see, a lot of money is getting into cryptocurrencies through Korea. We don't have a lot of losers. BitConnect, that's pretty obvious. Obviously, what's happening, so much volatility in BitConnect, but also BitConnect was at $5 when it went down, and now, it used to be, it was even at $70. So even here are some opportunities where you can make money, guys. Bitcoin dominance still not looking really good. And this is something I have been thinking about. So we should definitely be ready for a paradigm shift. It could happen that Bitcoin in the near future won't be the number one, the undisputed number one. We can see there's not a lot of room between number one and number two anymore, not like it used to be. But we have to get ready for a paradigm shift, guys. You know, IBM used to be the number one when it comes to computers. And then Microsoft made their operating system. Nobody would have thought that this is possible, but it happened. Then Yahoo was the best in search engines. Then Google came along. MySpace was undisputed when it came to social media. Then Facebook came along, and so on, guys. So only because somebody is a juggernaut or monopolist in an industry doesn't have to mean that things can't change. So people who used to laugh at Mark Zuckerberg, well, Mark is laughing now. But maybe this is a bad analogy, but just keep in mind that paradigm shifts are always possible. And with this said, guys, I think it's time to get into the giveaway. So yesterday I made a video on Ethos, and today let's see who is the winner, guys. I already have my Litecoin wallet open. Derek Jarvis. I'll take a look at this ICO. Oh, you provided a ref link. My friend, why are you promoting your stuff under my videos? That's not nice. Let's just take another one. You are not the winner today. Sorry, my friend. Chuck Cooper, the markets are up. Ethos sounds good. I'll get some. Thanks, dude. Chuck, now this is a comment I really enjoy sending some Litecoin to. Enjoy your cheeseburger, chocolate bar, whatever you're gonna buy with this. Probably nothing, probably you'll just invest in it. But Chuck, I'm really glad to give a good and loyal commenter, follower, $2 in the form of Litecoin. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Invest responsibly, and good luck with all your trades, and see you next time. Bye bye.